got a wild one for you this week.
We talk about very regular things, boring topics, and nothing new you've ever heard of.
And did you know that the earth is shaped like a donut?
Just kidding! We talk about conspiracy theories, expanding your brain, spiritual awakenings, and foreskin.
How to do drag.
That's right.
Bye!
Vicky Vox is with us on the program today. It's a very exciting conversation. You didn't say her name.
Oh, I just thought everyone would know. Spiritually.
From your throat chakra.
Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppyseconds@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you sloppy, you stupid little fucks, you not so fucks, you dirty little fucks, you stupid little fucks. What is sloppy seconds with Big Dipper? Me about that Big Dipper.
do you like my bangs? These are like, okay, I
I
was
get
like,
bangs?
to the Caesar cut,
I think it's a Cesar.
but it's thinning.
Caesar?
It's a thinning Caesar. It's a mature Caesar.
I'm loving that you're willing to hang on to what you got. You know what I mean?
Hold
In the words of
on
Mariah
to
Carey,
what
I'm going to do the
we
best
got.
with what I got.
Is that what Mariah Carey said?
Yeah, she said it really drunk in a nightclub. one
Now,
time.
speaking of not doing their best, Meatball chose to not come in drag today. What for? Where for?
Well, I was just
Art
I had
thou?
a very busy morning, and I
Kidding?
had to do some appointments, and I didn't have time to put makeup on, and I can't for 24 hours because I got fresh Botox, but they wouldn't do my under eye filler because she said, I will not allow you to go on camera with fresh under eye filler.
But she knew you weren't going to be in drag on camera?
I think it can cause bruising, so it would have maybe looked like I had a black eye.
Where did you get the Botox? Point.
Forehead. I got it right here where this part is really bad, and then we got over here and here.
You love Botox.
It's great, and it helps me also stop sweating. But it's also, I've been noticing a lot on these little videos. I did it for you. I did it for you.
For
So you
all of
didn't
you
have to
at
look at my
home.
under eye wrinkles anymore.
Well,
Anyway,
we have a great show for
thanks
you
for
today.
putting me on blast.
You're welcome. You literally do it every single time we're ever in the same room together.
Shut up, ugly toes.
Thank you. All right. We did go to a pool party recently, and I walked in.
I tried to get you.
And you said, whip those toes out in front of a lot of people.
Lots of people.
And I got you back because they were what?
Painted.
Pedicured.
He had a full pedicure. He goes, I'll take him out. And I was like waiting for the okay. Please welcome the voice, the legend, the doll, the sorcerer. She needs no further introduction. It's the one and only Vicky Vox! Hi. How was that for you?
Oh, I'm doing great.
You doing good? You doing great?
I'm just excited to be here, and I want to know where we were going with those toes.
The toes.
Well, let's not. You know, some people just don't have the best shaped toenails in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just that. It's just
It's
sometimes
that.
they're a little silly
I
looking.
think the reason I was asking, because I actually follow this account on Instagram that does waterless pedicures on, like, really rough toes.
Wait, what is
What's
a waterless
with
pedicure?
the drum?
Oh, is that where they just grind it off?
They basically just grind it down to
Now,
town.
have
Like,
you ever done anything like that?
no. I would like the full. But I do like when they get out the cheese grater and the thing.
I had
do
a
like
cheese
that.
grater experience in Palm Springs, and I got nervous because I had just arrived to Palm Springs. I was going to a Hi Biscuit.
Biscuit's
Vicky
here.
brought her lovely dog Biscuit today, and he is in the room.
I don't trust you picking it up.
It?
It.
And he does love a little love. So
Yes,
he'll
look.
be around
Oh
today.
my gosh, he's so cute.
Okay, so
Lauren's penis.
I was in Palm Springs, freshly arrived, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go get a pedicure because I plan to go to like a pool party.
Right.
And when I got there and they pulled out the cheese grater, I was like, oh, I've never had this before, but I'm down.
Yes.
And then it sort of crossed the threshold where I was like, She
That's
may
skin.
have gone
She
too
hit
far.
skin.
Like,
And you can tell because it'll leave that little pink mark where it's the fresh baby skin that should
And
not
you
see
know
the
it's
light of day.
tender.
and I was like, I have to
that's
walk
what's
around on
so
concrete
tempting.
all afternoon after this.
So this is what Raja was talking about when she was like, they would go and do like a full. She'd get her brand new feet. It would be so fresh it hurt to walk.
Yes. I mean, I personally love this, but
Where do
I
you go?
hate
you
it.
know that cheese graters are like illegal. Like they're not supposed to use those.
Aren't they
Is
supposed
it
to not break skin? The rule
Yes.
is that like if you're like a nail person and stuff, you can't break the skin.
Is it an actual cheese grater?
No,
No.
but I just call it a cheese grater because that's really what it looks
Yeah,
like.
well, because did you ever get the pet egg?
I was
It
just
like a
thinking about
teeny
that.
thing.
I
I
have
did that
one
to
at home.
myself one
So-
time and overdid it. and
Y'all
I
know,
couldn't
y'all
walk.
know Jules, right?
Jules Longbeach.
Jules Longbeach.
She
Is that why
invented the
she
city
wears
of Long
medicated
Beach.
footwear?
When those pet eggs were like really big, she got one and went to town. She went to town so much so that she was not paying attention and she ended up with bloody feet.
Oh!
The person to tell this story is Delta Work. So the next time y'all see her, ask her about Jules and the pet egg.
Oh my god!
It's scary because it feels like, okay, I'm like treating myself well. I'm having a spa treatment. I'm like, going to take care of my feet. And then one swipe too many.
Yeah,
Can't walk.
but sometimes they get out the good like sandpaper one.
I don't
that.
like when they do a massage.
Okay, I was about to say I do like the massage.
You do?
It feels like they're loosening up my ankle. They're really going in there, and then they get the gritty soap.
I like when they
to go up and down your leg.
when they like
Yes!
boom, boom, boom,
This
boom
one?
up the side. Yes.
I don't get that
And
treatment.
then they do this one up your,
Oh, I
up your
always-
shin.
They always ask. They hand you the sheet and say like, which package do you want? But they don't say anything. They just hand you the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like-
Laminated sheet.
Yeah.
I always say, give me this one, but no massage, because I think the massage is not good enough, and there's no hand job at the
I mean,
end.
Well, yeah, because the only massages you like are full release.
Now here's the thing: there's no hand job at
There's
the end
no
of
hand
that
job.
pedicure massage.
Have you ever had a full release massage?
I have to think. I don't think so. Have I
I
given
think
one
it's
yet?
something- Ah!
So,
But not paid.
Oh, just for
you didn't go
fun.
to school or anything.
No.
Now, class, today we're going to discuss the full release portion of the massage. Can you imagine them teaching that at massage school?
Well,
They
sometimes
should.
it's intuitive. Sometimes if it's right, it's right.
It is
Absolutely.
intuitive. I had a friend.
It's you.
Don't
We don't
do
gotta
me.
do all that.
Okay, Vicky, how is your summer going? It's a kind of a wild summer. Have you been in the house mostly?
Yeah, I have not left the house since lockdown.
I know.
I did
The
see you
amount of
downtown.
times I've begged her to come do Fat Slide.
Oh,
She
I'm
did
sorry
the
about your
one.
birthday, by the way.
It's okay.
It was still in my bubble.
You did
That's
do the
fine.
one because I saw
did.
you.
I did, like-
in the
You did
parking
one,
lot.
but you've also stopped kind of doing showgirl
Yeah, like I
stuff
quit-
because you're not a showgirl no more.
No, I quit drag, technically. I announced to myself and to some of the world that was
Mm-hmm.
paying attention, because, people still ask, who's Vicky? I announced that I was done because I needed a minute.
Yeah.
And it was no better time than, like, an actual pandemic to mind my business.
Absolutely. But you still made it through the pandemic and you were still doing incredible stuff. Like you were reading cards on
Mhm.
giving people tarot readings. Also, incredible ability to do it with playing cards.
Oh, yes.
I love this.
I love it.
I imagine the reason I asked about have you left the house is like with every passing headline, monkeypox,
I love her.
COVID,
Mhm.
there's a
Hated it.
case of polio circulating. Some child has polio.
Yes, this is accurate.
See, and with every single thing, what about those murder hornets? Where did they go? With every
Did you see that they now have blue bees?
see?
Blue, and there's green bees.
What are they eating?
This
this
is
time
what
of
I
It's like,
year?
I don't know. I think it's like Central South
Pesticides.
America. They're just different colors now. It's like, where are we?
What,
What-
what is going
What
on
is
in the
actually
world?
happening?
This is what I imagine. Vicky at home reading these headlines and going, biscuit? like, you're not going anywhere. You said, I am here.
When
will
I
just be
tell
on my
y'all,
phone."
I got so good at minding my own business. I'm just like, that has nothing to do with me.
Well,
That-
we appreciate you breaking your bubble.
Yeah,
to be
getting
with
out of
us
the house to
today.
come hang
Well,
out
for
with
y'all,
us.
yeah. See, I've been very selective about where my energy goes. And
Thank
I like
you.
being in this bubble.
This is a good bubble.
This is a good
Always.
bubble. It's a fun bubble.
And it smells like food.
It
It
did. It
does.
smelled so good when I walked in this bitch today. It
We're
smelled
having-
so
We're
good.
having lunch.
We were having lunch a little late.
So, okay. So you, in this pivot,
Mm.
you are a spiritual guru.
Guru, I would say.
You're a healer.
Yes.
You offer guidance to people.
I do. I actually have been working with a lot of people. Like, listen, as we've talked about, the world has gone bonkers.
Yeah.
And if it hasn't gone bonkers, people are just starting to notice that it is
Yes.
actually fucking wild.
Yes.
Okay. And, people are their dreams. People have been spending time with themselves, and their dreams have been crazy. And, like, people are dying left and right, and they just, like, want a sense of, like, what is going on. And I've been using what I know and what has been coming to me to sit with people, spend time with people one-on-one, and, get your power back and navigate moving forward.
What does that entail? Like,
Well,
how do
depending
you-
on the person and depending on the session, sometimes I'll do like card readings, sometimes channeling, mediumship. I will talk to dead relatives, and I will talk to like other beings. I have a council of guides that I work with, and I channel. Sometimes in meditation, I channel the I am consciousness, which to me, when I first started, it was I just called them God, but
Okay.
it's different than God the source. This is just like a level, a dimension of consciousness that they basically offer all of this information to me about how to reframe what I'm experiencing in a way that there is always a loving way through something.
Oh wow.
Now you need to listen up to what
I
Vicky
know.
just said.
I heard
There's always
it, and then I was like, "Well, there's the clue."
because what did you say earlier? Trying to get a gun?
I did say that I wanted to take this weapon.
Well, I want a gun too, but
Yeah, I don't think that you can be a good person and
listen,
speak to the
I am a divine emanation of creator source energy, and sometimes I have to set a fucking boundary.
Exactly, and sometimes that boundary is a weapon. And frankly, I'll say it. The only reason I want a gun is because Beyonce kept singing about guns, and now I want a gun.
Well,
Listen,
that's the power of persuasion. That's what you get for being.
I have a
that
Telfar and a
girl.
gun. Okay,
Yes, come on, and the gun should be in the Telfar.
it will be.
my
It'll be in
God.
its own Telfar.
This is
inside
not
the
a Second
Telfar.
Amendment podcast.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Right.
No, but I believe in that. I set your goddamn boundaries. Also, people just need to reset and reaffirm, renegotiate the goddamn boundaries.
So
Boundaries
let's say-
are what you go.
Well, you go.
I was just saying boundaries are so important, and it's this thing. I know for me, working in entertainment,
Mm.
being a freelancer, trying to hustle to create your own destiny and career.
1,000%.
All you do is allow people to walk over your boundaries for quote unquote opportunity.
Oh yeah.
And what I have found is now that I'm in a position where I can help create opportunity for other people, as well as just like keep all the balls that I'm juggling in the air at the same time, I have a decade of learned skill on how to completely ignore my own boundaries.
Yes.
And it is a behavior I'm trying to get away from. Like, I'm really trying to be like, that's a no. Like, someone just texted me today and was like, can you do this thing? And I looked at I was like, I don't want to do this thing. And I looked at my calendar and I was available to do the thing. And I'm not traveling. And I said, sure.
I do that all the time.
And I
Nope.
wish
But
I
you
should have
My
done
ass-
it.
did
my ass-
embrace the power of no.
Wow.
The fully nope. I woke up today and it was a nope thing.
Jesse J.
No. That's the one.
You know the one. You woke up today.
And it was a nope day. And I have them all the time. Just I wake up and
I
be
was
like,
nervous.
no. But it was just I didn't want to do like for me a nope is I'm not doing anything I don't want to do today.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like
That's
some
me.
days I'll be like, okay, I'm willing to like take the hit
We both noticed
and
it.
do what I need to do. But like most days, it's a hard nope. So unless it's like an obligation or something I've committed myself to,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have to remind myself that I made that commitment. And when I made that commitment, it was a yes.
Right. That's a good thing.
That
How do
is a
you
good
tap into that yes mindset?
Okay, so I actually teach this.
Oh, well, teach me because
It's the notebook.
I say yes to almost
Biscuit,
any
come here.
gig. Biscuit. Oh, my baby.
Yeah, but you-
I say yes to almost any gig someone offers me if my calendar's open. And lately I've been like, oh, I'm getting ready for the gigs. And I'm like,
No.
this is not what I want to do right now. This is not, I can't get there.
No, I could. It literally is, and it sounds so silly to explain it, but I teach a class called Say Hello to Your Intuition. So this is like getting to know your inner GPS, your guidance system. Everybody's is different. Everybody speaks to them in a certain way. It's kind of like when you know you want a certain like Italian or Mexican for dinner.
Yes.
That's your
Or-
intuition.
For evening time.
After dinner?
Yes.
Yeah, if I want an
You know.
Italian or a Mexican.
Oh, a human.
Yeah, no worries.
Snacks. Meat sticks. It's fine.
We're talking about dick, ladies and gentlemen.
That's totally fine.
Both uncut. Okay, keep going.
So in that vein, it is like we all have this like sense of obligation and responsibility to ourselves to like stay afloat and survive and all of this stuff because we've known how hard it can be. And we try to get away from that. If we just take a second to go, do I even want to do this? Not like, what is it? But you already read the information. You read like, this is what it is, da-da-da-da. Do you even want to do it at all?
Yeah.
And it's taking a beat, it's taking a breath, and then going, you know what? I'm going to come back to that in a second and respond. Because we feel like if we don't say yes, the opportunity is going to go away.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm telling you, no, that is not the case. When your yes is a yes, when it is a fuck yes, that opportunity lands so hard, and then another one will come right along. And when you say no, and you mean no from your whole chest, your whole pussy, an opportunity will come right in and fill that spot.
And that's actually true.
That is so true. And I think, Meatball, you are actually not giving yourself enough credit because you do say yes to a lot of things, but you also say no, and you're able to clock things in your intuition pretty quickly about whether if it's for you or not.
Yeah, I guess, but still, I don't know.
It's a good lesson.
But
you know what I am saying no to for now, for forever? I will not be doing daytime Sunday gigs anymore.
No, ma'am.
Brunches. I don't do that anymore. I can't. Not for me.
I remember when I said I'm not.
Heard that, Mario? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not doing a goddamn brunch ever again. I'm sorry. And if I do, it's going to have to be a freezing cold, air-conditioned stage. And I'm not doing it with my tits out in the sun ever
And I'm
again.
not doing 3 table seatings. I'd rather kill myself with my gun. Let's take a break.
Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
You know, now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I, too, have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get a 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box. with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off. Okay, we are back with the iconic Vicky Vox. Now, what I love about this spiritual path and watching it unfold on social media
It's because back in the day, I liked watching you mentally unfold on social
Yes!
media. Doing
Do
all
you
the
remember?
drugs that you could.
Oh my God.
Y'all, I mean, I gotta tell you, when I first started drag, watching DWV videos and like seeing the group and watching you particularly perform, and I am telling you at Precinct all the time, I would lose my mind.
it was aspirational party girl.
That's
you
what
were
it was,
getting.
because it was like you were partying, but you were also working every single night.
All
of
the
week.
time. But I did so much cocaine.
I think I have some in my bag.
I was so good at it.
Allegedly. You heard now they're taking podcast transcripts to court. You
Allegedly.
just spilled all over your shirt.
Oh, it's fine. I've dated enough convicts. I'm sure I'll be fine.
In jail? Or just in...
Both.
You do the pen pals?
No, I just dated them.
Oh, conjugal.
Pre and post incarceration.
Oh.
Look, see,
Oh,
Biscuit.
she's over that. She's like, please, no more dads.
What do you think about when you remember that sort of like hectic party time in your life?
Honestly, like, I was thinking about it the other day. I had such a good time. Such a good time. I was also absolutely miserable.
Yes.
It's always that way. It's always both, right?
But it was such a good time. And, like, the highs were high and the lows were, low.
I was just watching this thing where it was the Spice Girls talking about their first year after their big break. And they were saying, we worked for almost an entire year with not a single day off. Every single day of the year they had a thing. They were catching a flight. And it was like they were so busy and tired that they couldn't even enjoy how amazing it was.
Yeah, that soundbite
And
said they were on 70 flights in 1 month type of shit, like 2 in a day.
Listen.
You did that.
You used
Yes,
to do that
we used
shit.
to do that. There was one weekend that I will never forget for the rest of my life. We did a show in LA. We then flew to Vegas, did a show in Vegas, went from Vegas to San Francisco. Mind you, we did not sleep.
Yeah, of
And
course
we
not.
were in full geesh on planes. Full everything. This was actually, it was Virgin because we put Willem in the
Oh, I
apartment.
remember.
In the carry-on spot. And then we went off the plane, onto a Pride float. From the Pride float, we went to the main stage. From the main stage, we went and did a show. And then we had another show later that night. And I will never forget that was the speed and the pace for like the next hot minute. And I was like, I can't keep going like this.
I couldn't do that.
It's amazing.
My body's not built for that.
Yeah, but like there's like a long form adrenaline that like pushes you through.
Yeah, that's also why I was allegedly using other things.
Allegedly.
You know, the uppers and the downers and everything in between.
And
Because
the candy corns.
you know, I got to put my personality on and then it's time to turn off. So that you got to do. And I'm so grateful now that I listened to my body and I like listened to my friends and people that were like, you need to go to therapy.
Yeah.
And do those things and started that path of like, why am I doing all of this? What do I want to do all of this for in the first place?
Yeah.
And then it like brought me back to, oh girl, you were figuring yourself out and then got carried away.
But it's
So when in the... Oh, you go.
but it goes back to exactly what you were saying. It's like that fear that the opportunity might go away
Yeah.
when you have, you know, we're talking about DWV hit songs, viral sensation.
Yeah.
You were the act to book. No one else was doing
Well,
like a group act.
At
and
that time.
even also at that time, some of the queens were traveling, but it wasn't a built-in part of like queens from TV would
Yeah.
then do
There
gigs.
You were the
Actually-
first supergroup girl.
Correct. And it was so wild because I actually hosted the very first Battle of the Seasons.
Oh my God.
And it
That's
was
insane.
me and Michelle Visage
Yes.
hosted the show. So
Michelle!
that's like, so all
Michelle.
of that.
Come on the show, Michelle.
Michelle,
I know you know.
how you doing? Yeah, it was wild. And I was like a part of everything, but never a part of everything. And
Yeah.
eventually that got to me. And I was like, I'm just still trying to make a name for myself. You know what? I actually don't need any attention. I'm going to go take care of myself.
Can I?
What was the transition? Wait, you go. You seem like you really need to get it out.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I wanted to pivot to you and ask you that question that Vicky just said.
What question?
That you're a part of things, but you aren't.
I'm not. Yeah, I was. Yeah, right in the middle of it. It feels like I'm always constantly like, well, I'm doing better than some of them, but not doing the best.
Right.
And I'm like, can't get to
I just seem
there
to like
because
be
it's wild to me. It's like I
scooping
work
under
twice as
stuff,
hard.
working your ass off everywhere, visible as fuck.
Coming in second in the
You know that
patch.
people know who you are.
Oh,
Yeah, of course they do. I've met like a bunch of the people on the
shooting
show.
movies.
I mean,
Ooh, look out, Nina West. You're not the only Disney girl now.
Yeah, it's an.
Come on the pod. Let's talk about sucking toes.
uh-oh.
Every person you mentioned, we just go, come on the pod,
As they should.
as they should. Yeah, it's an interesting spot to be in.
So where were you, like, in the timeline of you had started drag, you had done DWV, and then like it all kind of went away. Y'all were going separate ways. When, from that point to now, did you start getting super spiritual? Was it the therapy that led you there?
Kind of spiritual the whole time. Like Detox will tell you. We would be at an after hours or whatever, and I would pull somebody aside and be like, I need to tell you this. This person like will not leave me alone. Did you live in this cabin by this water, and did you have goldfish? And they would be like, yes. And I'd be like, so your grandmother, your dad's mom? And they'd be like, uh-huh. And I'd be like, okay, well, you need to know this, that, and the third, and that paper's coming through, so just sign it.
Oh my God.
And that, like, this would be all the time. And eventually I was like, okay.
That's exhausting in a different way.
Right. And then I was like, well, I just should some more. And then, you know, get my life together.
Just pull it out.
And something in there, like, that was always with me. And then I had, like, a huge, oh my God moment, which was the first time, like, it was like I was on a bender. It was like a 3-day nonstop working weekend. I hadn't really slept, and I get home, and I'm like, took my edibles, and I'm smoking my weed, and I would always watch, like, there is the Gaia Network, and there's all of these.
Gaia.
Oh.
Get into it.
I was like,
Gaia.
Goya? The beans?
Gaia,
No,
Gaia.
Honey.
And they have
The
all
mother
of
of
this,
all.
like, they have meditation stuff. They have alien disclosure programs. They have all of this. My favorite program at the time was Open Minds, and the host of it was called Regina Meredith, and the show is still going on. And they would
come on the pod, Regina.
They would talk about everything from like Sasquatch to like the bodies they found in South America. They would talk about Göbekli Tepe, which is like these ancient ruins that are like predating the Babylonia, all of this stuff, right? And in my mind, I just like sit and listen because I like a good story. Because I am fascinated by other people's experiences because I know mine has been fucking nuts. So I'm just like, if other people are experiencing things, great. I want to know what they're going through. So as I'm sitting and listening one night, I'm like, whew. And I'm like, okay, it's not my edibles because this is like 6 hours later. And it can't be that. And I haven't done anything else in a while. So like, that's not it. And I was like, oh my God. And I sat up in bed and I started hearing like the most loving stuff I could ever hear. And I had known from watching these shows that like discernment is so important when it comes to spirituality and religion and cults and all of this stuff. And the occult, it is so important that you use your own like truth center to figure out what feels right, what is out of alignment, like what is not true for you. And like, are the voices, because I was watching like other channelers and other people that would go into like Dolores Cannon. She would put people under hypnosis, past life regressions, and these other, they would go to home, which is like source and the God source. And they would bring forward all of this information to like instantaneously heal people in these healings.
Whoa.
So all of that, I was like, okay, what is this voice that I'm like feeling and hearing and just knowing, which I was used to at this point.
Yeah.
Because even as a child, I used to see beings.
I remember you told us
told us
when
that
we had you on last
last
time
time.
at the foot of your bed.
Yes, I used to see beings, and which was wild because, again, on that program that I was telling you, Open Minds, or no, it was another documentary on the app. This man was talking about beings that he had seen as a child, and mind you, it was in the 50s. And they pulled up an artist's rendering of what he was talking about, and I nearly shit the bed because it was the exact monkey man that I was talking about that I used to see when I was a kid that waved at me and my mom could not see him, and I was screaming at her because he was at the end of my bed. And so I was like, either that's a huge coincidence or I'm tied into something bigger than myself. So back to that voice. I was like, what is this?
What were they saying? You said lovely things. Or it wasn't English.
love
It
your
was just
hair.
a feeling.
It was more of just like I'm not by myself right now.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, well then what is this? And I
It was like, yes, God, slay, mama,
Work boots.
it was like, you know how when you watch a program or something and you're kind of stoned and like you have this whole train of thought and you're like, well, that kind of makes sense. And you just like travel off into that and you're like gone for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't stoned and the information was like being told to me. I wasn't thinking the information.
Okay, got you.
So it was like I was seeing and understanding that so much of our own liberation and freedom and oppression is locked inside of our language. Even so much as like a gender binary is locked inside of how we speak on things.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, fascinating. So I was like, that's a thought. And then the information kept coming to me, like as if I was looking at a book. It just kept coming. And that led to another thing. So I kept going, are they asking anything of me? Is it because I was like, this is a little weird. And I was used to speaking to like other people's like family members and stuff.
Yeah.
So are they asking anything of me? Do they want me to do anything? No, it was all like, we're giving this to you. You need to know this for you to better yourself, was my understanding. And eventually it came to, and I texted my best friend who is a therapist, a psychologist. So I was like, I'm talking to God right now. So if you need to 5150 me.
Yeah, because I was gonna say sometimes that's like a sign of a manic episode.
Correct. And and at this point it was coming so fast I had to like write things down. So like I'm just writing stuff and I have no idea what I'm saying and what I'm writing. I'm looking at it later going, what is this? And in that, I like started going, okay, well, I can't write as fast as these thoughts are coming. So I have voice notes of this and I was recording it and I was like, okay. And I would just like say whatever was coming into me. And I started to feel as if I was inside of this light. And I know this sounds absolutely bonkers, but this is what happened. I was inside of this like gold white light. And then in that, God, the I am, because what they said was they are the I am that I am when I was that I am. So like they were referring to me, the I am that I am in the Bible.
Oh, and so Beyonce took those lyrics for Renaissance. Because I
Correct.
could have sworn she said something very similar one.
Well, first they sang it in La Cage aux Folles.
Oh, I am.
I am
What
I am.
Okay, so the I am.
So we're sitting like we're having like a full like literal come to Jesus moment. And well, that's another story. But
You came on Jesus?
No, well, Jesus came to me. Not
In call.
So this is happening and like I was kind of scared because it was kind of intimidating to feel this like massive energetic presence that I know is not what I normally feel in my day-to-day life.
Yeah.
And it kept going and God was explaining why we are individuals and why we experience separation and why we know pain. And it was never supposed to happen that way. That was an unintentional side effect of the decision, which I've later found out was part of my soul's alignment during past life regressions and stuff, was to find the love where it is not and bring it home. Because like the pain and the darkness and separation was not supposed to exist.
Oh.
But because like we all have this feeling like something might not be right, or we always strive to do better.
Right.
And in that urge to do better is that the unimplied intention or unimplied awareness that something is not better. Right? So like in implying that you separate yourself from like what you deem as better or right or good.
Okay.
So unintentionally. And then you got to go into that and bring it home, which is also shadow work. And then, so as that was happening, I was like, God.
Shadow work.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
Okay.
like this.
It's
Sometimes
shadow
you
work
get
they
the
also
dog.
do in therapy, which is talking to your inner child. And like if you say like I hate this about myself, well, why do you hate it? And it's part of why you exist. So like let's bring it home and make it part of your stuff.
And that idea about like separation
Mm-hmm.
and like alienation within us as a culture and just as beings in general, we're in like the most hotbed
Mm-hmm.
point of that in human like
It's culminating
existence because of social media, because all we do is compare ourselves to other people. All we do is we're all trying to, you know, give ourselves our Andy Warhol moment and make our own brand and be our individual self. And it actually is like pushing people away, even though a lot of us think it's bringing us together.
Right.
You know, like, yeah, there's a community that listens to this show with a shared interest and a shared knowledge, but by like furthering this, you know, especially in the entertainment industry, by furthering this like self-serving idea, it really is separating all of us.
Unintentionally.
Right.
And the point is to remember to be inclusive in that, like, the shadow parts, the parts of ourselves, like, for example, cis straight people, they are not
Who?
they are not the enemy. They are a reflection of the piece of us that we don't think we are. And we are a reflection of them that they don't believe they are.
And some of them don't even believe exists.
Correct, because they have pushed themselves so far away and they believe in their truth so hard that it has caused separation unintentionally. And in the process of integrating that and coming back together is when you have all that tension and the fights and the dis-ease. So God was explaining all of this to me. and
not even explaining it, just sort of
I was like
putting it in.
It was kind of like if you've ever like had a hot shower and all of a sudden it turns cold. It's kind of like, whoa, okay, sure. Like that kind of a feeling.
Oh my God.
Vicky.
I would not handle that well.
Well, I wasn't until God was like, again, reiterating, like, you were never supposed to know this pain. Like, we are sorry. And basically, I've had this belief that we will all get to know God, or we will all have the opportunity to know God since I was a very young individual, since the first time I tried to unalive myself, like as a teen. I've understood that like everyone will be given this opportunity. What I didn't know is that if God will come in and do it directly, because it is that powerful. Source is that powerful, and we are such a part of Source and so important that they are there, even when we don't think it's there. Anyway, they were explaining that we will all have this opportunity to come home and basically experience what I felt in that moment where I was brought. Like, I know my body was in my bed, but I was not in my body. And I was inside of that light now. I was fully, like, a piece of it. And they were like, you will be asked to come back home. You are welcome back home. You can come home whenever you're ready. This is home. And it was the most beautiful, loving, like, breath that I have ever taken in my life. And I was sobbing because I didn't know, like, I didn't even think I was worthy of that. Like, that was possible for someone like me. Like, even talking about it, I'm like starting to go there.
Yeah,
but
it's just so interesting because it's like, and we've talked about like spirits and like being in tune with things before, and I just feel like it's something that I just can't do. But is it something, do you think like all of us are like have the ability?
Yeah, anybody
to
in
be
the room here
open,
today?
or is it like you
100%.
have to be gifted?
I think some people, it is part of their agreement. There's like soul agreement before they come into this incarnation to do this work. Some come from different levels of experience. Like, I personally have gone on my own journey and work with shamans and have found that I came from a different consciousness to help heal my family's karma and trauma. And like, the reason why I am the non-binary gender experience that I am is because I came in a male body to heal the female line and the male line. Because
And what kind of agreement did you sign? You probably just drew a dick.
Well, you
and
know,
a
I don't
smiley
like to
face.
sign stuff. I just snuck in.
But to that,
why I had to
that
be
effect,
adopted.
what's happening now, and which is part of like ever since the COVID lockdowns happened, everyone has kind of been starting to notice these things about themselves. Like, we all kind of know that, like, when you think about somebody and they text, it's like, okay, and then, but that's it.
Yeah.
That's how that existence should feel like. It's like, can you believe this? Or I was just talking about you.
Yeah.
Right.
Those kinds of things. is what I'm talking about. And it's just paying attention to that more and more. And then like accepting that and expecting that you will finish each other's sentences, that like you don't know why you put this thing in your bag and then all of a sudden you have a reason to use this thing. That kind of stuff.
But why is it never super glue that I'm putting in my bag? It's the only thing I ever need for my nails, and it's never there. Tell me that.
Well, why don't you put it in there? Sometimes the lesson.
The problem is me.
Yes, yes. Sometimes the lesson is that we still need to be human. Like all the stuff I've done, the lesson is always like you need to go be in the mess for a minute.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Like stop trying to like spiritually bypass and sit in this love and light for 6 hours and meditate and go be human and like pay a bill and like do what you need to do.
Interesting. Now, what kind of old man is living in this dog?
Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's got the eyes of a human.
Do you see? Like he is totally zoned out, blissed out in this moment. This is how he is most of the time, and I swear that he is like some other guardian for me. But I also look at this one the way that I believe that my counsel looks at me. So like when he like, okay, you peed in the house again, we can fix this. Or like you acted up or you felt this way and I have to take care of you and I have to literally pick up your shit. Like I feel like that's how my spirit guides and my guardian angels deal with me, but they don't ever get mad at me. They're just like, well, we agreed to this. So.
Yeah.
Well, this is
what we wanted.
This is part of the process.
That's so. Oh, look at me.
Oh, the little
flirting.
face.
Well,
I touched on a lot, and I hope that made sense.
It did. I mean, what I heard from that is that you really had both like a sort of revelation, but also a really affirming experience about why you're here and who you are.
Yes, and it wasn't all in one moment.
Right. Yes.
Like that that talk with God was like 3 days, and it has happened several times since then. And then even recently in this past year, I've sat and I initiated the conversation. And I didn't think that was possible. And so then when I sat with the intention and meditated deliberately, it was a different experience.
So but speaking to Meatball's point, how do you feel about, the people like us who are out in the world who are going like, cool for you, but that's not my journey. Right. I'm more than likely just going to live the majority of a human's life, which is a pretty self-centered life.
Yeah.
Maybe aware of helping other people around me to be a quote unquote good person, a light understanding of what religion is for other people, but pretty much an acting atheist. But understand that your experience is true and honest and mine is less tapped in. Yeah. And then I'll die one day and put me in one of those pods so a tree can grow out of me. Like, how do you feel about that?
I want to be launched into space.
I have a belief that... Listen, I've been there. actually,
probably, yeah.
That's where this tattoo came from.
Overrated.
I had a vision that I came back into this body after being on a ship, but that's...
Oh, that's for segment 3.
We're going conspiracy in a minute.
Yes! Oh, I'm sorry, Biscuit. Didn't mean to disturb you. My firm belief is that everyone and every experience is vital to the machine and the creation and the continuing, I don't even know how to say all the words, like the furtherance of the experience of the universe. Like everyone's experience is so necessary, crucial, vital. It is important that you live your life the way that you live it, however that is.
Well, and there it is.
Tell that to truth. Breed LA Cumhole on Twitter.
Your existence is valid.
Yeah.
But your drag isn't. We'll be right back after this. And we're back. Wait. Back.
Can we talk about how Biscuit is unbothered because this is how I am at home?
You, yeah.
Just here, a light riff from time to time.
Like he's unbothered, unfazed.
Doesn't care.
Well, he's actually really unfazed because I was just practicing. Oh God,
what were you singing?
What were you singing? Are you back to singing?
Not really, but I was actually practicing because I was getting certified to be a sound healer.
Oh, I love that.
So I can do sound bowls and tuning forks. And
now I've done that before, and it's incredible.
Well, because you put it up your butt.
Yes. No, but we did it was like a big sound bowl and they like rang it and
Put
walked
the
around.
sound fork up my ass.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Not the fork, the bowl.
Just
I sat in the bowl.
You said pour milk on top of me. Call me breakfast.
But wait, you can just sing it at people. Is
Yeah,
it almost
well,
like Reiki?
Yes. It's a combination. Well, Reiki is the manipulation and guidance of the life force, which in other cultures would be like prana, chi, spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Piranha in Vegas?
No, I have a.
Love that place.
I blacked out there.
I've done a lot of things there. Anyway.
There's this dude on the internet who looks, hot, and he's a go-go dancer, but also is like a Reiki healer.
I'd go to him. Who is it?
And he takes clients in person, but then also will do remote.
Yeah.
And the remote thing is the gag for me.
Well, there's no such thing as time and space. So
Here we go.
they are constructs that we
I'm
use.
not in frame at all.
They are constructs that we use to navigate and create and delineate and organize our experience.
So that's why, because in my
I know
mind,
I'm saying a lot, put a lot on the table.
It just
No,
seems
but-
like maybe you're saying it's a way for us as people to control or like have some sense of control of something.
Yeah, like
to,
if you have a
add
lot of
time.
information, it's
Yeah.
easier for our human minds to line them up than to notice that patterns and cycles are circular or cyclical and not necessarily in an order. So we experience them, we understand them from an ordered perspective, and they're not necessarily, because you can zoom out from a higher perspective and see what's
see
going
but it's
all
on.
at
all
once.
sort of happening in the
And
same.
that's why they say
Right, like
time
a
is
like a
flat
fish.
circle.
just like
Mhm.
planet Earth.
Just like planet Earth.
Yeah.
Flat circle. No, because in
do
my
you
mind,
believe the Earth is round or flat?
Both.
Uh-oh.
Hear me out. Well, I'm not going to go see. Okay, what I was thinking about when you said we might talk about conspiracies, I was like, I really want to talk about how the fact that going down any conspiracy rabbit hole will lead you to white supremacy. So please.
Oh yes,
That.
that is true. Yes.
So please, again, discernment for me and everything I do is so
Discernment.
important. Please use your internal compass and go, this feels good. This does not feel good. I want to fuck with this. I do not want to fuck with that. And that is okay.
So Meatball sent me a TikTok recently about how no one died in the Challenger explosion.
Because there is a person with the same name who looks like every single person who was on the Challenger
And the
doing
same age.
the same, and they're the same age, just living their lives in a different city.
And it's
Correct.
pre-internet.
And it's pre-internet, so none of these people, no one really knew what they looked like. They knew their names, but you could just be in a different city. And all these people just started working the same basic job that they were doing.
They're like,
before.
oh, I'm an engineer in Michigan.
So now I'm going to become a teacher at a college and stuff. And the pictures side by side, they all look the same.
Oh Lord. Oh God. So there is in my understanding of things where I stand now, it's possible. It's not
It's
possible.
possible
Yes.
for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage.
Wait, hold on. I want to no, because you guys.
Sing the Whitney part.
No, I need to tell you that earlier today I had the dumbest song in my head, and I figured y'all might enjoy it because I
Yes.
was trying to remember the words to. I'm a very modern model of a modern.
Modern Major
gen-
General.
Yes, and I was really trying to get it together.
Okay.
What were you singing?
Yes.
You know it. Model Major General.
Yes.
Oh, that's from Pirates of Panache.
Yes.
Panache.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, of course, on this day is the day that like that would pop into my brain and need to be read out loud.
I am the very model of a modern Major General. I'm
I'm
information, vegetable, animal,
and mineral.
But that's sort of what
That
we're
is
talking
you.
about. The Earth is flat. What are the rest of these things? No, I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
I was like, that's a weird lyric.
Okay, but about flat Earth and because it's not, but the Earth is not technically flat. It would, and it's not even necessarily round in where everything is going. It is now a toroid. So The toroid looks like a donut.
No, Taurid did used to sell dresses in my size.
They used to, yes, and
But
they used to
now
be
that-
very cute.
But now it's just like
Trash.
fake Disney stuff. Although I do love you, Disney, Daddy Disney.
A toroid is a coil of insulated or enamel
Yes.
wire wound around a donut shape formed
Well,
to make a
that's-
powered.
Correct. But if you look at the shape of a toroid, it is
Right.
a sphere in the 5th dimension or the 4th dimension.
Now that makes sense to me. Yeah, I could see that.
So, and if you follow any of the conspiracy stuff, which I love to go down sometimes when the mood strikes, there is a hole in the top of the earth and the bottom of the earth, and that there are they are subterrestrial beings that live inside the earth. There's a whole hollow
Mole
earth
people.
theory.
We talked about this. This is where the lizards come from.
Well, yes.
The-
And the snake people and the ant
is
people. and
Beyonce a lizard?
I don't know. She might have their DNA. Here's the thing: is that all of us are some kind of hybrid of spiritual beings, animal beings. That it's all millennia of evolution and tampering with. Like we all have pets, right? Like we breed dogs, so we selectively breed dogs. Don't you think that if we had people looking out for us and babysitting us, y'all should go together. Y'all go over here. Let's keep this over here. Y'all stay hang around that. Of course they would pick their favorites and breed them.
Oh, Art whale.
You think I'm part whale?
You got the whale. In
Probably.
this
I mean,
stuff.
there's if you can here's
Boom.
here's another piece of my another piece of my learning is that
Yes.
if you can experience it, if you are aware of it, you are the frequency of it. You are the vibration. You cannot experience that which you are not the frequency of or vibration of.
Yeah.
In order to exist in the same
That makes
space, you have
sense.
to be
Yeah, if you can recognize it, you got a little in you.
so yes. So therefore, you are a touch whale.
Now, but why?
Mm-hmm.
Why do so many
There was.
conspiracy theories lead to white supremacy?
Yeah. What was that about?
I wish I had the answer, and I really feel like it's a power and control and dogma thing that is all from colonization and patriarchy.
Mm.
That like you have to believe what I believe, and if you don't believe what I believe, then you are this again other person that doesn't fall in line and belong in my space.
Right.
Weird.
What is your favorite?
Conspiracy of the moment.
Like
What's the newest
there are
conspiracy?
very
I'm
fun
not really up
pop,
to date.
Well, there are fun pop culture ones like that Avril Lavigne is a clone, or
Possible.
that Katy Perry is a grown-up Jean-Benet Ramsey.
No, that one's amazing.
Obviously this one there are like so many theories on TikTok, and then the wild white supremacists all right when the Pizzagate and all of that stuff. But then there's like the stuff that is not conspiracy theory where you just go, how is this happening? Like Jeffrey Epstein and all of the underage people, and you just go like,
and then all of a sudden, all that information just disappeared.
right, and then he's
And
dead.
then he's dead.
So there's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of like there's different. I feel like there's different kinds, right? There's the government cover-ups that
Which I'm more likely to believe a
Me
government
too, that-
cover up about everything.
that the cover-up becomes a little threadbare, and then we go like, we're smart enough to realize you have this elite group of people that you're trying to cover up.
Well, and it probably used to be easier pre-internet, like we were
Yes.
just saying about the Challenger thing. No one really knew who those people were other than pictures in newspaper and TV things.
Right, and
It
so you
wasn't
dye
like
your
could
hair,
do
you move
research.
to a new
You move to a new
city.
city, you change your name by what? They weren't even changing their names.
Yeah.
No, they weren't.
But then there's the subterrestrial
Mhm.
beings made of lizards and so what I
I
mean.
might
Like,
have a little bit more trouble with that.
so
one.
what is your like favorite? What is your most mind-blowing? What is your most or believable? Any category of those that you're into.
I have to be honest. I feel like with all of them, there's a bit of truth.
Mm.
And I've seen it happen. My favorites are like, well, actually, it's not my favorite. The one that like I'm afraid is actually really true is the adrenochrome. Adrenochrome. It's basically the idea like the elites, why the Jeffrey Epstein was existing was not necessarily just sex trafficking. It was to get the pineal gland and the blood of like prepubescent youth because it had like life-giving properties. I know. Pick your jaw up off the floor.
It was the
Oh,
subject of limited
seems-
research from the 1950s and 1970s as a potential cause for schizophrenia
Yeah.
Adrenochrome is a chemical compound produced with oxidation of adrenaline.
Right.
Whoa, the dark virality of a Hollywood blood harvesting conspiracy?
Yes. So this.
Oh, that's the one that Lady Gaga was behind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is scary.
But-
People who get
you know,
power,
I
money,
would-
and access.
I would kind of believe it because all that stuff came out in the Amber Heard case where there was
Mhm.
like the weird cuddle parties and like the way it all went down. I was like, yeah, I could imagine some like, I don't know, random 18-year-old girl getting caught up in that.
Literally, when you see these wild movies, when they get access, like Eyes Wide Shut and shit like that, and you're like, oh, these rich people are freaks. It's like, where do you think that thread of inspiration to write that into a screenplay came from?
That's real, y'all. Like
Someone experienced it.
somebody's doing
I
that,
went
and if
to one.
not, then.
They turned you away.
Mhm.
This is what you're talking about?
Yes.
What
It's a
Community-
modern major general. Yes.
theater did you pull this one?
Here it comes.
Here it comes. This was the vibe I was in with my titties.
Sing!
No.
No, I'm telling this man.
A modern major general.
Life information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote the facts historical from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very well acquainted
Yes.
with matters mathematical. I understand equations both the simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem, I'm teeming with a lot of news.
Yes, they put binomial theorem
Mm-hmm.
into a lyric. Good for them.
Smorked.
Can I tell you the conspiracy or the yeah right that has actually developed more and more information and that it's accurate is
Yeah.
like the stories of Atlantis.
Underwater
Wait, underwater
sea?
city?
Here's the thing. So
See?
yes, so it was basically underwater, but the thing is that it might be Antarctica because it's technically underwater.
Wait, so you're saying that people lived in ice underwater, or there
No.
was a city that
The tectonic plates shifted,
Mhm.
causing all kinds of natural catastrophes, and the poles switched because the poles switch scientifically every so
Yeah.
many thousands of years or hundreds of years, whatever it is. And when that switch
It's like
happened,
a dip.
when
the
that
whole
s-
earth goes caca slam.
Yes, but when that magnetic pole switched, not the true pole, the magnetic pole
Okay,
switched,
got you.
the Earth's like everything, because the magnetism is actually what keeps gravity active.
Uh-huh.
So when the magnetism was resetting, they went through like a reset, that all of the tectonic plates switched around and moved around. And that's when like all of the continents like moved to where they are now.
Right.
Oh.
Before it was Pangea.
Correct. And in that process, Atlantis, which was in the Atlantic Ocean, moved and was like flooded and everything and through all kinds of stuff. Like
That kind of goes along with the mudslide theory or
Mhm.
whatever, where they keep finding like the same building, and as they keep digging
Yes.
down and down, there's like more entrances.
well, now there have been many different endings of the world. From my understanding and my research, there have been 5 like resets. Like where the Great Flood was one of them, the Deluge, that was absolutely one. But the Atlantis was different than the Great Flood. So there were several floods. It happened several times by fire, where like they basically were like, okay, we need to restart the simulation. We need
Is
to
this
like
post dinosaur or pre?
the
I thought you were about to
dinosaurs.
say
The
post
dinosaurs had one.
9/11.
The dinosaurs had one, but they also continued after one of them, like
Right.
ice ages. All of these things were to reset. Like if you had a pretty violent civilization, they would reset it, and we were supposed
Press
to.
Mark
credits it
Zuckerberger, hit
now.
that reset button.
So one of that reset, the Antarctica is the only place on the globe where all of the nations and nation states and all of this have agreed to peacefully exist and hold space, because there is like civilization that they're finding under the ice, and there's like an ice wall which is separate from the ice that you usually find, and it's blue ice, and they call it sky ice because it's the color of the sky, and they're like trying to figure out what this ice is because it's a different chemical compound. Yeah,
What?
I'm not making any of this up. It's
No, I know.
I-
but this is so crazy.
Victoria!
I know. Trust me. I like go down the rabbit holes. I'm also well versed in like the Housewives, but
We don't really keep
Yeah,
up.
I
with
don't
I'm just
those
saying, I
already.
live a diverse life.
No, when I say throw out the carcass, what does that mean to you?
I would.
For housewives.
I wouldn't throw out the carcass.
Oh.
I don't know.
What's her name? She always orders a Belvedere, 2 shots over
Oh,
ice
with the
with lime throughout the
fucking
carcass.
Dorit.
What does that mean throughout the carcass?
She
She
wants
doesn't
the
want the
lime
lemon
squeeze,
peel.
but she doesn't want the peel, so she wants the
Why does
carcass
she
out.
call it?
I don't know.
It's
Anytime
Dorit.
someone has ever said carcass, I think of a dead chicken.
Same.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like the dead chicken. What I was actually thinking was Aviva Drescher when she put her whole prosthetic leg on the table, on the floor.
The only fake thing about me is this leg. That was a great one.
Let's take a quick break.
We'll be right back.
And we're back. Now, when you fuck people, do you have to? Do they
the
have to
spirits in the room?
share beliefs
Oh.
with you?
No, I don't care.
Mm.
Your beliefs are your beliefs. Mine are very mine. But
Do you have to share some similar beliefs?
No, you know I suck that Republican dick.
And I worked with those Republicans that one time.
Ugh.
you know, if it's right, it's right. I'm pretty sure that if it's Republican, it's not going to be that right, though.
It's pretty right.
Okay.
He loves it. He's
Like
been
I
back
said,
numerous times.
Good for you.
I hate it.
You know, everyone's journey is valid and important.
So during the pandemic, has fucking been happening? for
No,
you?
yeah, no.
And do you want to talk about that or no?
I can talk about it. And also,
Why not?
No, I'll talk about it. Let's talk about it. Why
No,
is
No,
it-
but
why
why
haven't-
not? Why no
Because
fucking-
I also, one, because
sacred space at the house.
Yeah. I don't.
also I don't need any more like literal entanglements energetically. But
Oh.
when the panna cotta was happening,
Mm.
I was like, I don't want anyone in my space because back the fuck up, back all the way the fuck up. And that was like me declaring my space. And in that process, I had also started hormone replacement therapy.
Mm.
So like everything's a little different. Nothing's really quite what it was before. And it's just not that exciting to me.
How long have you been on HRT now?
This month it was 2 years.
Congratulations!
Wow.
Thank you, friends.
How
And so
fun.
have you noticed a change also in like your spirituality and what you're thinking about or more focused on based on that like chemical change?
Yeah. I've stopped dismissing my emotional awareness. Like,
Oh,
big
that's
time.
hard
Yeah,
to
because
do.
that's like sort of a more, I guess,
Feminine.
culturally masculine trait to be like, no.
Yeah. I've 100% stopped dismissing it to the point of like, whatever I'm feeling, I'm like, oh no, I'm going to experience all of this right now because that is the only way to move through it for me.
Mm.
When
That's me.
before I was dismissing it all, and then I was also
You're just looking for foreskin.
Mhm.
You do shots out of
Do you do
foreskin?
shots out of
Yes, I used to. I actually have. There's a video of me with a straw in someone's.
Oh, so you're stealing her gig.
That's what I should do. No, but now my gig is I'm going to put a straw in the foreskin and close it around and then blow it up like a little balloon.
Not blow it up like
You
a
got to
little
stretch it out a little
balloon.
bit first, like, you know.
But like, sex can be sacred, and sex can
Yeah.
be all of the things, and
Yeah.
it can also just be fun, and you can also just diddle your own piddle. You can diddle your own piddle and work magic. Like you can do ritual around manifestation
Mm.
and orgasming, and there's also like orgasming. Like if you are masturbating and you orgasm in such a way that you send the energy back up through your spine, you can actually go out of your body. But
And
you
how do you? Give us a little tip.
So
on
if I
how
were to be
make
like-
that happen, 'cause
yeah, but and focus it. So like this also requires you to do breath work and like Kegel work and like squeezing the anus and the perineum. And like
Ooh.
so
I'm
you
doing
do
it
this.
now.
You do this and you would control the energy. So like when you are orgasming, you would send it like consciously, almost envision it going up your spine, and it'll come like it'll come and it'll wrap around and pop out here. I mean, I've done it, but
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Everyone at home, try it. Let us
Is
know.
it just is it a physical goal or do you mentally are you focused on something else as well?
well, hopefully before you have reached a climax,
Uh-huh.
that this was your intention.
in the
like,
stroke.
yes. So like you're getting there, you're doing this, and you're sending this thing, all of this energy and focus and power and your life force into this moment, this culmination, and then you take that and you, as it goes,
Ascend.
Can you imagine what that feels like and tell us what sound you would make?
I think I just did.
No.
You actually did.
Yeah.
But like it's
I'd be like,
sometimes it's
ah!
Mine would be
And my shirt would fly open like Michael Jackson.
mine would be like la 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 la. Say,
la, la,
he
la.
told me how. No, that's amazing. When you said up your spine, it made me think of how people in Australia say "up your bum, no babies" when they cheers.
Up your bum, no baby.
I've never heard
When they
that.
cheers, up your bum, no babies.
I've never been to Australia.
Well,
I haven't. I still didn't hear it, but
oh, okay.
you know, teach
maybe
their
they
own.
do it
Maybe
in
it's
the
just a
UK.
Courtney
Cheryl
accent.
Hole says it.
Well,
Maybe it's just a Cheryl Hole thing. She's talking about her hole.
we've all done a lot of things.
Okay,
You ever
I
put
have.
cocaine on your hole?
Yes.
I was hoping you would say no, and then I was gonna.
Booty bumps.
I gotta tell you, I also, at the height of monkeypox,
Mm-hmm.
on this podcast we talked about this a lot. I just said, you know what, celibate summer.
Yeah.
And then I was lucky enough to get a fair amount of, like, I got my 2 doses of the vaccine and pretty quickly. So my celibate summer. What'd you find in there?
My cocaine's not in there. I don't know where it is.
You'll find it.
Hopefully it's not in someone's bag.
Maybe it is.
Next call.
That'll be a fun story.
Next-
I allegedly
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
used to go through airport security, so you're fine.
Mm.
Mm.
We'll talk
We'll
about
talk
it
about it later.
off air. But I had
But
this,
so did
like,
Demi Lovato, so it's
I
fine.
had this 8-week period of like celibacy this summer, and when I tell you the last 2 weeks,
Mm.
I just all I could think about was like fat, veiny, uncut dicks, like just like swirling in every thought.
Mm.
Writing emails, doing whatever.
Did
It
you
was like,
finally get one? Or?
yeah, I got a couple.
Good for you, girl.
But I'm just saying,
I'm proud.
do you get the urge?
No.
Mm.
No.
You're above that.
No. I don't think I'm above it. I'm more like sidestepped it.
Mm.
Like I'm on the sidewalk, y'all are on the street. Like it's not really different. We're going the same
I'm on
direction.
the street in a lime scooter. Okay, I have 2 voicemails I want to play.
Yes.
And I do believe this first one is really similar to what we were all just doing.
Oh, sounding?
Oh, baby. Oh, I'm so skinny right now. Oh,
Okay.
So thank you for
Ah,
calling in.
ah. Oh,
This-
yeah.
Oh, yeah. This really makes me miss back in the day when like not everybody had caller ID and you used to get like prank phone calls.
Prank phone calls.
I used to hate them, but now I look back and I'm like, yeah. I
That
miss
was like a
that.
golden era for like some bullshit, and it was absolutely enjoyable.
But they had to be good ones. It had to
Like-
be like ones where they would like start off by tricking you. Like my friends would do one where they would pretend to be my teacher calling to speak to my parents. And that one would always like send me.
Did you ever get the refrigerator running?
No.
No, I had a friend who used to call the Ellen Show whenever we would drink, and she would sing, all kind. It was either Ellen or Ryan Seacrest, where she would just leave voice notes as characters, as like this little girl who could like really sing, and she wanted to get on Showtime at the Apollo, but she was calling them, and it was. And she would
That's good.
go off
Now that-
singing.
That's a bit.
That's a good one.
It was great.
All right, here's another
Oh, I
voicemail.
got a show time. Okay.
Okay, hello.
Hmm.
I just left somebody's apartment that I've been talking to for a while. I was looking forward to him topping me with his big dick. But when I walked in, he started making small talk, and he told me that a year ago, someone lost his marbles and burned himself to death in the apartment. So it got all freshly renovated, and he got to rent it for cheap. And I told him, sorry, I have to go, because I knew I couldn't fucking get that out of my head. Thoughts? Okay. Goodbye.
Would you have stayed?
Yes.
You
Well,
probably would've been-
what
you
if the
probably
spirit
would've-
was there just on fire? Like, yeah,
I would have
goodbye.
I would have just clapped up, changed the energy. All right, well, I came for something else. So we gonna get this dude. Come on. Yes.
Get out of here, ghost.
Change it up. Change it up. Change
Yeah,
the
I
energy in the
think
room.
you're-
The spirits
I-
are talking about, I'm burning up.
I'm burning up. Come on, burning
Yes.
up.
And I say that as someone who there is an apartment on my floor that years ago the man shot themselves. So
But it's not your apartment.
correct.
But you
So
feel
it's a little
that
bit different
vibe in the
because-
building.
I did. Yeah, I used to.
What is that clip of Brooklyn Heights that's circulating on the internet?
She was dating. She went on one date with a guy, and then 2 weeks later, killed his parents
And then,
and then himself.
And she
Killed
like,
his parents and then himself.
she's in full drag being
Yes.
interviewed for a TV show and told that story.
And then, no, Brooklyn, I love you.
I love her too. She's an
I think that was a very funny clip, but that's
hilarious.
not a clip to promote the
I think it is. I would make me want to tune in.
I mean, I would like to watch that.
But like,
yeah.
what's the show? Now I want to know what.
Yeah,
They
but that's
revamped-
what I'm
do you
saying,
remember
it's a
that
different show.
One Girl, Five Gays.
Oh, one queen.
It's at a
five
round
queers.
table. Yeah, it's a
so
round
she-
table thing.
Yeah, so they revamped it, and they're on like season 2.
So
It's
I
really
thought it was
cool.
more just like her gonna tell us stories about how like terrible like life things that happen.
No,
to
she
them,
just
but
gave
she's
one
literally-
tidbit.
Give a little tidbit. I would watch more Brooklyn. I like Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, actually, thinking back, I'm pretty sure that there have been those moments in my own life. I'm pretty sure I stayed.
Oh, we
Oh,
always stay.
for sure. You got
We always stay.
Listen.
Like, if I made the
I
effort,
always finish.
I'm not gonna start nothing I don't plan on finishing. Okay, because
Boo-boo.
if it took me the energy to start in the first place,
But what if the dick tasted bad? Would you say, let's go
Leave.
wash that?
Well, then
or
that's
would
not
you
a
leave?
start. That's a false start. And
Yeah,
that doesn't
that's-
count.
that's some fuckery. I have actually, there was a man who said some really rude shit, and I laughed.
What did he say? Say it out loud.
I honestly, I don't remember at this point. It was like I was like 17, and this man was like old as hell.
Yeah.
And he
That's
said,
how they
Probably
get you.
something racist and bad.
well, it was something about like he called me some kind of like sissy something, and then it was like I want to share you with my friends, and it was like okay, and then he said something else, and my brain will not let me remember it, but I remember going, huh, yeah, that's it, okay, and I just like took my stuff and left, and he came out like threatening my life and stuff because I was like, this is not the ticket. And the dick wasn't even that good for me to even worry about it like that.
It never is.
It really isn't.
Is there any dick that you would literally do anything for?
No.
Yeah, I haven't come across one yet either.
No.
Same.
Maybe one day.
Maybe then.
Looking at you, Brooklyn Heights. Next call.
Hi, lovers. I am calling because I am currently driving from 6 o'clock from the South Bay into downtown LA to pick up a hookup, and I've been spending more than an hour in my car, and I wanted to see, is that gay? Bye.
From the South Bay. So 6 o'clock, traffic coming in from like probably San Pedro, something like that. Over an
Just
hour.
for a hookup?
He said picking up a hookup.
This is what I heard.
Picking
I heard
up,
picking up. So
like
where
you're gonna
y'all
have to
going?
deliver it later?
Yeah. Coming back with you, and then you have to return. I've had to do that before where I had to drive them back.
I would rather just pay for them to get in an Uber than waste like an hour of my time driving them and dropping
Yeah.
them off after a hookup.
I've done that, and I'm really just saying that's also paying for sex.
And I'd do it again.
Listen, I've had it done for me, and I've done it, so
I agree.
it's lovely. When
I agree.
We've done this. I told this story once. One time when I was living in the suburbs of Chicago, drove 4 hours to Indiana to meet a man at a hotel. And he drove like 3 hours from where he was in Indiana. And we hooked up at this hotel, and he showed up in his army uniform.
oh,
And then it was,
Come home, Poppy.
and then literally, I kid you not, probably within the last 3 years, while I lived in LA, he's texted me and been like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "You're closeted in Indiana. What are you doing?"
I had a hookup from high school who got married and everything. And if he sees on my Instagram that I'm in town,
He says,
Just
"Put
send
on
me a
that
message.
clown makeup and let's meet
no,
up in
no
the park."
clown, no clown makeup. Did ask for a wig once. Thoughts?
Oh yeah, I was just you said high school, and I was remembering the man that I had a crush on in high school. Then hit me up when I was in Philly touring ages ago, and he asked me to shit on his chest.
Now, what chakra is that coming from?
Well, it was working on the throat chakra because he spoke his truth.
All right. Victoria.
Thank you so much, Vicky, for being here.
Oh, boy. But they always know.
They know.
They
do.
somehow always keep track. They're like, sorry, you were in Florida. I'm like, who is this?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
your dad.
Right, Biscuit?
It's actually your dad.
Thank you so much for listening to Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod. You can send us an email to sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536.
Okay.
9191.
What are those two numbers again?
9180. Where can everyone find you, Miss Vicky?
The Vicky Vox on all social media platforms. And if you want to check out my spiritual work and the ministry that I do have, it's unifiedrainbow.com.
Stunning. Are you still doing readings and stuff for people?
I am still doing readings, and that's through Unified Rainbow. I'm also teaching a course right now on how to do drag.
Oh,
so she's back.
Well, I'm not back, but I'm giving other people what I learned.
The wisdom is there.
She can teach me.
Yeah, how to create
What
your
do you
life.
think I got you for your birthday?
Uh-oh.
Oh! You can follow Big Dipper Jelly on Instagram and Spicy as Meatball or Fat Drag Meatball on Twitter and TikTok. And don't forget to follow Mom Podcast.
Meatball did post a TikTok.
I did post a TikTok. I was very high.
Yeah, she's
violently high.
You've broken the threshold from just constant observer to now participant.
Well, no, I post our little thing. I post this little shit show thing on there all the time.
I'm so happy to be here,
Where
y'all.
are these
Thank
four
you for
walls?
Thank you. It's
having
been
me.
forever. It's so good to see you.
It was very good to be here. You're an absolute pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.
Say
Biscuit.
bye, Biscuit. To listen to Sloppy Seconds one day early, ad-free, and to watch our full video episodes, sign up for Mom Plus at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Editing and sound design by
William Pitts. Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.